Welcome, my beautiful Pisces. This is your March 2024 reading. Um, Amazing. I feel like this winter just flew by. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, always. You could have planets in the sign of Pisces. You're intuitively guided, or you're here checking up on a Pisces. Whatever brought you, welcome. And thank you. Much gratitude for you. All right. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to use three decks. We're going to stick with Mother Mary for her words of wisdom. And I'm going to stick with the Cozy Witch Tarot, which is the newest deck to the family. But it's been reading so well that I feel like I'm just going to stay with it for right now. And then, of course, we're going to use our Gilded Tarot to clarify. I love them as clarifiers. I just do, or to go deeper. Really, that's what I use them for, to go deeper. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the lid down, not too far, just enough. And let's go ahead and begin. Pisces, you've had like some of the wildest and greatest readings lately. I'm hoping the trend continues for March. And by the way, it's weird because I did Aries before you, and I thought, well, I got to do Pisces too because you're by the way, happy birthday. Um, it's really what made me also do yours. But what was I going to say? Oh, I almost didn't want to put like a date on it because I just have a feeling some of these readings are going to be like those type of readings that will serve you maybe for years to come. Like, like one of those readings where um you click on it thinking that it's a current reading and then you find out it's like everything resonates and then you're like, oh, wait a minute, that was 2 years old, but everything resonated. It gave you the advice that you needed at that moment. That's how spirit works. So I feel like just get comfortable with that. Time is fluid. We're the ones who measure it, so to speak. All right. Well, one of my favorites, you have optimism. Optimism. I expect good things to happen, and they do. I expect good things to happen, and they do. That's your intention. That's you putting that intention out into the universe, and the universe is like, well, he expects good things to happen, so that's the vibration putting out, so we got to meet that vibration. So I feel like the more I expect good things to happen, the more they do. Now, we could look at it on the other side of the table. If I'm a pessimist, maybe I expect bad things to happen, and they do. So, energy, the importance of one's energy. And because if you think about it, you really are the seed planter to your life. You're writing your own book. And a lot of that's coming through free will. Some of it is destiny. Some of it could be karmic. But it is your book. It is your movie. And you are the leading star hero. All right. Let's go ahead and begin the tarot portion. Again, I'm using the Cozy Witch. Okay, well, they seem to want to come out together, so we shall take them. We have the Queen of Cups, probably you. Let's read what it says. Honoring your emotions is one of the highest forms of self-care. All right, with Queen Cups. Well, hello, Ace of Pentacles. We'll take it. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. They're smacked by the Two of Swords. Should I or shouldn't I? It's like this person's at a crossroads. They got sunglasses on. Interesting how she's got like this winter coat on, but then she's got mules on, opened shoes. So it's like, like I'm dressing for winter, part of me, and the other part of me is dressing for summer. So someone's like not sure what to do with this ace. Okay, well, let's keep going. We have the Four of Swords. Okay. So it makes me feel like, the one thing you don't want is a repeat of any type of pain. Because I feel like this must say that you've been healing. And, when I say healing, I want you to think, if you will, that we go through 9 year cycles. So this healing is not a one time thing, right? We often have to like take a moment, understand our situation, allow ourselves to allow the healing process to take place, and then on to the next. And I feel like that's what the Ace of Pentacles is representing, on to the next. So for some of you, and it's interesting because if you look at the Queen, she's like hanging out on her back porch. She's nice and relaxed. She's holding that cup up, almost like she's holding that, like, am I putting it out in the universe? Maybe. I think I am. She's got a star as a barrette in her hair. So she is wishing for something. She is hoping for something. And lo and behold, something shows through the Ace of Pentacles. But then now it kind of puts me at that crossroad. Okay, so here I am really wanting to manifest something. Oh, I'll be damned. I do. Now what? So, whatever you're manifesting, for some reason, it puts you in this moment of, I hate to use the word fear, but let's say insecurity. Like I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, so what am I holding? King of Wands. King of Wands can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person's on the phone. It's like they're holding their candle. It's like their flame. I feel like somebody is calling you their flame. Certainly could talk about an old relationship that wants to come back around. But listen, if that's the case, again, I feel like, I'm holding my hand out or my cup out, which is like a symbol to the universe that I would like love, emotional fulfillment. So the Ace of Pentacles shows that means that, whatever I'm wishing for physically shows up. I don't feel like this is about like a phone call now. I'm not going to rule that out. But, and by the way, like maybe the Four of Swords is for both these people. Maybe it's helping to heal a relationship, whether it be current or what was. Interesting how we open the reading with really what I'm feeling like is you wanting to manifest something. And I feel like you knew that you needed to take that moment out. Just like maybe I just needed a moment to myself, right? And for you, I feel like that helps heal you. By the way, she's by water, and you are water, so water can be very healing for you. It doesn't mean that if you don't live by a body of water, oh, then I can't heal. Sometimes taking a bath, sometimes taking a long shower, healing just is, or water is just part of that healing nature for you. So I feel you are pretty grounded. We have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So this does feel like something that maybe at one time was, and then at one time wasn't. I like the saying of the Five of Pentacles with this deck. Nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems, especially when you have the Four of Swords here. And these two people are connected. So I feel like, in a way, they're sharing that Ace of Pentacles. But I really feel like what this Ace of Pentacles is this person. And I feel like potentially you're with this person and there was a breakup. There was a split. But again, nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. Mother Mary reminding you to stay optimistic. Or another way of saying that is live in the present moment. Put your intentions out of like how you'd like to see your life. Kind of let go of exactly how it must show because I feel like divine knows better. But at least putting those intentions out there. And then don't be surprised when they show. You know what I mean? But it reminds me of the Three of Wands. And that's where I know my ships will come in their due time. And I also know that this healing energy is an important factor of life. It just is. Why? Well, especially, if this is talking about a relationship, let's say, or what was a relationship. Um, to think that a relationship could never heal, I don't know. I just feel like it's the wrong way of looking at it. We have the Nine of Cups. Interesting because it makes me feel like I don't know where else I got the same energy from, but I feel like one of the reasons, even though, again, I feel like you're pretty grounded right now. I feel like you've gone through this period of time where you've allowed yourself to heal as much as possible. Two swords means, there's still maybe a little bit of work. But I don't know if it's even work or just like the recognition of, you know, like, holy cow, something that I really wanted showed. Now what? You know what I mean? And I feel like for some of you, you may say, because this may be someone's coming back into your life, and you may say, the first thing you may say is, I'm pretty satisfied with the way my life is right now. But then you have the two of swords above that. So that makes me question that statement. Not that you're not satisfied. Nine of Cups is about inner harmony. And I love the energy of inner harmony and then getting into a relationship. Live in a constant state of gratitude. Okay. I feel like you got your own thing going on. Also, like you got things going on in your life that I feel that you're pretty proud of. And that temperance, all in divine timing, my dear. All in divine timing. What's part of the divine timing? The Four Swords, the healing process. Let go of self imposed limitations. So maybe this is someone who is coming back into your life. But again, I feel like it's because you want it, even if you like may be afraid of it a little bit. And I do feel like, again, there was this breakup and, you know, it's interesting because I feel like, maybe it's the king who's like, okay, for this time, ended it. Um, but I feel like there must have been a realization that, oh man, I did the wrong thing. Like, I let the wrong person go. So I do feel like they're having that clarity. And I can completely understand where, like, a little bit of fear would, like, raise its ugly head at that time. Because I do feel like, you're pretty satisfied with your life. Um, but I do feel like, the one thing, and this is not for everyone, but the one thing some of you are missing is love. Now, I also feel like this is also, let's just add a plus on that. An opportunity, this Ace of Pentacles can also be an opportunity for you to do something that you truly love. This person in the Nine of Cups, she's like sitting in her, I feel like it's a Volkswagen bus. But she looks like she's selling something. And she's on a tea break right now, or a coffee break. So I feel like, maybe this ace also helps you in that area, helps you to, well, listen, when, I feel like when I'm taking care of myself, when I'm doing what I love, even if it's hard work, it's still, what's the word I want to say? Um, it's still gratifying, I guess. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Says, nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. Nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. I like that. Often feel the energy of the Seven of Pentacles is certain seeds that you've already planted, and here is one of those seeds. So it's like one of the seeds from your tree of life is now coming to fruition. What you gonna do? What I love is Temperance, card Sagittarius, by the way, and it can be a Sagittarius because it's mirroring the King of Wands. But other than that, it's about divine timing. It's letting go. I feel like if this is a person coming in for some of you, and it's what you really want, but you do have a little fear. Mother Mary. Well, maybe it is Mother Mary. Divine is saying, let go of those things. Let go of what you cannot control. What you can control is this very moment. And then think about every seed that you plant, right? Like those are my intentions. If I tell myself it's not going to work, it's not going to work, it's not going to work, well, then chances are it's not going to work. But if I tell myself, you know what, maybe I'll just give it a try. Like, I think that's part of our problem. Sometimes when it comes to love, let's say, if we don't see the ultimate destination, then we back away from it. Not all the time and not everyone, but um, so temperance is like, just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment and know that, there are no limitations on this. The only limitations are what we put on it, self-imposed. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. Let's go deeper. So I feel this is a little bit of both for you. I feel like it's money. And when I say money, I feel like it's an opportunity to, and listen, maybe you already have like your own business, and it may be an opportunity to increase it in some way. Or for some of you, it's allowing you now to, maybe the money that I needed to get in the business that I've always wanted to. Ten of Swords. Well, no wonder we needed healing. No wonder we needed healing. Ten of Swords is that dagger after dagger after dagger in one's back. I do feel like it can be a repeat pattern. Now, maybe these two people here, this king and queen, maybe they themselves have this repeat pattern. And if that's the case, like, before I would say, like, totally get involved, you want to know that that pattern has been broken. And if it's you, like, it can be our thoughts also. Like our thoughts can tell us like, oh no, don't accept that ace. it only leads you back to heartache again. And listen, I won't say that that can't happen because again, free will. But because healing is here, I feel like this is the realization of the Ten of Swords. Now, it could also include communication that maybe needed some work on. Anyways, let's keep going. Hmm. Eight of Swords over that Ace of Pentacles, not good. Four of Cups over that Two of Swords. Okay. I said Eight of Swords over the Ace of Pentacles, not good. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but the Eight of Swords is a self-created prison. So, now I'm really wondering if you're going to take that ace. What's next to it? The Four of Cups. That talks about discontentment and boredom in one's life. It's coming over the Two of Swords. So I do feel like you want a change. I don't feel like it's like there's something that you want to change in. Four of Cups ask you to use your spiritual discernment. And by the way, in the Four of Cups, this person is being offered a cup and it's coming, what feels like from the heavens. I feel like if this is relating to using this ace to create a business for yourself or to like, build it even bigger, let's say. I feel like the only thing is maybe you don't feel like you can, but I feel like this is saying you can, like you have the capability. Yeah, I feel like you just have to trust in yourself. It did go from the Ten of Swords down to the Eight of Swords, but now it's all on you. If that makes sense, like the Eight of Swords self-created prison. So I've got to uncreate that. And it's saying part of that, well, part of it's from, I feel like the past, but part of it's from this very moment. The Four of Cups really speaks about right now. And right now, there's something that is, that I'm unsatisfied with in my life. There's something, you know what I feel like it is? I feel like there's not much adventure and you're seeking that. Maybe I don't even know I'm seeking that. I might come back and look at that a little deeper, but let's keep moving forward for right now. Dang swords. All right, we have the page. Interesting. We have the page of wands that moves into the king of wands. This is probably someone's younger energy. But I also want to say, to me, the page of wands is a risk taker. And listen, it doesn't always pay off, but it doesn't mean I should stop taking chances. Because how I look at the page of wands is because I'm a risk taker. Yeah, I know, yeah, I can look back and be like, well, that didn't work, or that didn't work, but I don't beat myself up over it. I just look at, okay, well, what didn't work? And then I get back up again. The Five of Pentacles right over the King. So now we know the King, and then look at this Nine of Swords. Eight, nine, 10 of Swords, and Two of Swords. Nine of Swords talks about unnecessary worry, but it is worry. It can be sleepless nights. I find it interesting because I feel like in my heart of hearts, like I want this to come together. Um, but in my mind, I'm fearful of what I want. Some of you, this could be your third try with someone. And listen, that doesn't mean because it's a third try, it won't work and it won't last. But I feel like first, there has to be. like realization of, why we break up. We need to know. We need to be truthful and honest with each other. And we need to break this cycle. If it's a cycle, if this is what we want. If this is not what we want, then we just keep on moving. But I do want to show you like all these swords. And that one Eight of Swords coming over the Ace of Pentacles. I don't want you to block an opportunity. Because I don't feel like that ace is again just relating to love. It's helping you to change your world. It's helping you to change those parts of your life that you would say that you're dissatisfied in. Okay, well, we have a lot of cards down here, but we're going to take them. We have the High Priestess. Interesting, the High Priestess with the two, touching the Two of Swords. You need to trust your intuition. Trust your gut. We have, well, hello, Two of Cups. What can I say? This is probably why this is harder. So it feels like a soulmate hurt me. And maybe I hurt that soulmate. But listen, maybe that's exactly what happened. Maybe both. But you are soulmates. And again, I love how the Four of Wands now is also touching the soulmates. That means both of these people, they're looking eye to eye. Eyes are wide open. Truthful, honest. Same vibration. Coming over Temperance. First, Temperance's message is patience. And then it's about letting go of the things that you cannot control. But, if you wonder if someone is your soulmate, well, yes. The answer is yes. All right, let's keep going. Well, hello. Four of Wands. That's a marriage card. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. All of a sudden, I feel like you're changing. We have the Four of Swords again. Now the soulmates are wrapped around the Four of Swords. Or let's say the Four of Swords is wrapped around the soulmates. So now I know for sure this is not just healing of one of them. It's healing for both of them. I already knew that, but it's just giving us that verification. And then, hello, Ten of Cups. So, you hear me say it all the time, like, don't worry about that final destination. Take it step by step. Well, here's the thing. I feel like, I'm saying that I feel like someone's physically coming into your life, and I do. And that may mean that they just live around you. You know what I mean? Like in your state or in your town, that type of thing. Um, I definitely feel like someone feels like you are their flame. Like you are their flame. And I kind of feel like both people, even though there's so many swords here, I feel like this is probably a very passionate couple. And with passion, because we're human, think about like, if we're very passionate together, but then when we argue, I bet that's very passionate also. You know what I mean? And to think that there's never going to be an argument, I don't know. Maybe, but I doubt it. You do have the commitment card, and what else I love is you have the Six of Swords under all these not so great swords. So I feel like this is you understanding, like, like this Nine of Swords is not going to serve me, right? It's unnecessary worry, the self created prison. All that does is block my opportunities. That just means that I'm allowing others energies or, situations to stop me from anything new. But then it shows that I'm not really satisfied with that. So lo and behold, I feel like someone enters your life and you have to make a decision. You don't have to. Not making a decision is a decision. But here's the thing. I feel like you must want this, but I feel like you want it in a listen, I feel like both people have evolved a lot. Now, I do feel like one, and I feel like it's the queen, is carrying more, maybe hasn't completely healed the pain, but should that stop me? I don't think so. What it feels to me is like these two people are just meant to be together. Now, that doesn't mean they will be together because if these swords aren't dealt with, then we can just forget about it. It's not going to, like, I feel like, how could it happen? How could it happen? Um, it could happen for a moment, but then I feel like immediately, if the swords aren't dealt with, they'll be fighting. I feel like, I'm going to stick with love for a second because I also feel like there's this energy of something that someone had to deal with that was their own, I want to say of their own making, something that someone had to overcome that put stress upon the relationship in the past. Now, I do feel like they did overcome that. And I feel like I almost feel like they don't expect that you're even gonna talk to them. Hmm. But I think you will. I mean, the Four of Swords is also mirroring the Four of Cups or the Four of Wands over here, the marriage card, partnership card, relationships, commitments. That's what we'll call it, like true commitments. But this is a commitment I want to make for the rest of my life. And Ten of Cups is kind of backing that up. So you may hear those words, or it could be the other way around. I feel like Temperance is saying, all we're doing is giving you the time, giving both of these soulmates the time to heal the mind, the thoughts, fear, and then that's the right timing. Now, again, I feel like there's a conversation that needs to be had. But I feel like if we come to the table without our egos and we come to the table understanding, first of all, I feel like you must love this person and this person must love you. And that's that. That's that. I don't know what happened in between. You could have been with someone else, they could have been with someone else. But bottom line, I feel like the love, true love, is you. They could have remarried, but if that's the case, I feel like they are no longer married. Sometimes it takes time. It's like one of those things where you don't realize what you have until it's gone. However, in the same breath, I want to say that I don't feel like, when that person's gone, I'm not doing anything. I do feel like your heart was broken. I feel like it took time. I feel like some of that energy still exists. You have to know that because, if this is a repeat pattern between these two, listen, I feel like divine wants you together. These are human problems. So maybe we need to bring in our spiritual ears to really overcome these swords because it's saying that you can. And it's showing us that you do. Really, it's saying that you're trusting your intuition as it relates to anything coming in. I already know I'm going to get some comments of people saying, I'll never let that son of a bitch back. And I get it. There are certain people that I would never let back in my life. But I don't hold, like I've let go of the anger and all that. And I've moved on. And now I'm in a new relationship. Um, and one I think is going to last the test of time. Okay. I mean, there's hardship and then there's beauty. And it's simple because I feel like divine is simply saying that both these soulmates, or all of these soulmates, depending how many are here, they needed to go through the healing process. I feel like one of them, maybe both, really needed to mature, but I feel they did. I feel both are hurt, even though one may have caused the problem. But I feel both feel the pain of really not having the other one. Now, if we turn the corner or look at this in a different perspective, we can see that again, here's you holding out this cup, very grounded, right? You're taking this healing energy and you're absorbing it and you're allowing yourself to let go of these swords. Then this Ace of Pentacles shows, well, I feel like that's just abundance in whatever area you want to use it. And then even in the Four of Cups, there's a cup being offered. Well, that's a cup of fulfillment. Well, we know who that is now. That's a soulmate energy. So if we take away all these swords, then we're left with nothing but beauty. All right. I just want to look at the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So look at that. The Eight of Cups, first and foremost. The clearing of the emotional house. That's what needed to happen. That's the perfect card to come out over the Ten of Swords. Because this is someone who now has the realization of these swords, why they happened. And you know what? And the ones I don't like, it's really looking at your whole emotional life. But some cups that are knocked over are just free will choices. Like we don't need to understand everything, but we do need to understand, you know, these swords energy. All right, look at this, the wheel. It's like, damn, like I can't help it. Like we can't help it come back together. King of Pentacles can be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And then the Seven of Cups. Okay, well, I like the Seven of Cups better than the Eight of Swords. So, Seven of Cups, you are trying to make a decision, but it is sitting over healed energy, or at least is healed as I don't know why I keep wanting to say Mother Mary. Um, let's just say is healed as divine, or as healed as we would accept. I don't know. I just feel like these soulmates, listen, they're destined. They're destined. And they're probably here to teach each other like very valuable lessons. And some of these lessons were very difficult. This isn't karmic. This is soulmates. And we have to remember that, like soulmates, twin flames, karmics, we're all here to teach each other, right? We're either the teacher or we're the student. Sometimes we're both. So I feel like, yes, this feels like it's coming back around again. And again, like, the choice is yours, whether you want to say yay or nay. Um, but man, I feel like it's hard to stay away. And when we are away, it's like you're all I think about. Now, I shouldn't have said it that way because I do feel like you've been very proactive in your life, even though we do have the energy of a little bit of discontentment. But then that Ace of Pentacles is there to help in that area also. I feel like that is giving you what you need to, I feel like build whatever it is you want to build or just do whatever you want with it. It's to expand your world, to expand your life. Okay. I don't want to forget about the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands down here, especially with this four mirroring this four. Four Swords, healing. And in the Four Swords, the one thing we want to remember is yes, it's healing the past heartache, but there's also the Fourth Sword, and that's our own making. That's ourselves, knowing ourselves, our own thought system, healing all that. So it is healing that broken heart, but it's also, you know, it's meant to also heal those thoughts. All right. I don't know. I'm just going to go right across the board. Um, I mean, you could not have better love cards. First of all, the soulmates coming over divine timing. Well, I can let go of control of that. I know it's going to show in the right time. It's already showing as like part of why temperance is has asked for patience because two people, these soulmates, both needed to heal. And then it's the right time. Now, did they need to heal? They absolutely needed to heal because of the 10, the 9, the 8, and the 2 of swords. Remember that 9 of swords is unnecessary worry. And I feel like part of the worry is I don't want to get myself involved again, only for it to split up again. And that is why a conversation needs to be first and foremost. You know what I mean? Like putting all of our cards on the table. And then hopefully both are listening with their spiritual ears and are really, actively listening to each other. Because I feel like if that can happen, then I feel like this is wow. This is it. This is it. If this is a repeat, this is it. This feels like the last time. First, the conversation. First, the truth. Without ego, as much as possible. And I just have a feeling, Pisces, by the end of this year, some of you are going to be saying, I do. And that's that. I have a feeling some of you who may be in living with some discontentment right now, I have a feeling you won't recognize your life at the end of this year. And I have a feeling you're going to look back and be and just be thankful that you took some chances. Now again, it doesn't guarantee anything, right? But if we live in the present moment, then if any issues arise, we deal with them immediately. We don't let them sit. You know what I mean? Like if something's bothering me, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to get it out of me instead of stirring in it. So, I don't know, but holy cow. All right. I don't even know why I'm picking any more cards, to be honest. But let's just see. Any other advice? Our beautiful Pisces. Their love and money. Do it. Go for it. This is action. It's telling you take action. What inspires you? Move towards it. See where it goes. You're starting at the ace. It is showing ultimately, it's funny how every time I open up a reading and I say, we need to let go of what the final, like needing to know where that final destination is going to be and instead enjoying each moment because we're building our journey right now. And this is new. Even though it's old, it's new again. And it feels so different. Take a chance. Take a chance on you. Take a chance on whatever this Ace of Pentacles is for you. This can certainly be new ideas, inspiration. It's fashion. It's desirable. And I feel like it answers a question for many. When I used to do yes or no readings, I think I did them on Facebook, and literally it was just yes or no. My Ace of Wands, there were certain cards that to me were my yes cards. Ace of Wands was one of them. I mean, all right, let's read Mother Mary. It's interesting. I'm doing these a little early and already like, I'm doing them early, but I'm thinking, well, I won't put them out until, like the very end of February, but I know I won't be able to do that. I won't be able to hold on to them. It's like as soon as I do your readings, I want to put them out. And I'll probably end up doing that. So if you receive it early, that's why. But listen, that's because I also know time is fluid. You know what I mean? Like if I feel like, oh, I think Pisces needs this reading now, even though it's not until March, I don't look at time that way. Not in my readings. Anyway, optimism. This card counsels you to look for blessings within your present situation, no matter how dire it seems. What have you learned from it? In what ways are you stronger now? As you see the current blessings, you attract more into your life. Mother Mary guides you to approach your life from a standpoint of gratitude. Optimism is a form of faith and trust in God. Studies show that optimistic people enjoy many health benefits. You can develop this trait by praying, God, please let me see this situation through your eyes. You unveil the light and love that currently reside within this situation. Be optimistic about your future as it is created by your present moment decisions and actions. Now you know why I wait till the end to read the Mother Mary cards, because I feel like it is the cherry on top. All right, guys, I'm gonna let that be. Again, happy birthday to those celebrating birthday. I know, we have moon and rising, and some don't even have Pisces in their chart. You're just intuitively guided. Or you're you may be this king or queen. This day and age could be two queens, two kings. But whatever it is, it's soulmates. They're soulmates. And it's go time. I love you guys. Thank you. I will see you next time at our table. Bye bye.